So, anyway, I've been informed by a reliable source that they'll make an attempt on my life today, probably before midnight, and it might be successful. So if you see this, and then later on you don't see anything from me, then you know I died. Of course, I died for my country. That's the important thing. I don't know. I want the CIA not to put a star on the wall. Because I'm not official. If I could stay alive a little bit longer, then I could actually sign papers and actually become an official employee of the Central Intelligence Agency. But right now, I'm still non-official. No official cover. Knock. So anyway, they keep coming after me. I mean, they do it in such a way as to obviously make it progressive. I mean, they're trying to progressively. They're sneaking up on me with little cat feet, and eventually the idea is to just kill me, just make me die. But they want it to look like an accident or some unexplained death, sort of like happened to was it Mary Kennedy or something like that? I don't know, somebody. Evidently, she died of asphyxiation, but who knows? Maybe she was murdered. But anyway, if I die unexpectedly, or even if I die expectedly, I'll die because I was killed by what used to be Al Qaeda. Now it's kind of like a demonic version of Al Qaeda, and that's the best way to look at it. Remember, if you're talking to someone, and in the background you think, there's something back there behind that person or near that person. There's an aura. Then you know you have a demon on board. So you could say, oh yeah, there's somebody. Hey, DOB. Demon on board. Now, you can detect people that don't have a demon on board. They have none of that. But, they're becoming rare, and then they're always hiding. Remember that movie, what was it called? Invasion of the Body Snatchers? I think that's what. The one with Nicole Kidman. Remember that? Kind of like that, but different, They keep the body. Sometimes they actually strip the body. They strip the body of all the vital organs, and they just have a shell. They walk it around and shit like that. They do some grotesque things. I mean, the technology they employ, mostly basically with using the power of the purse, And they have oodles of money. A lot of the money they make comes from me. It comes from me. I'm the source of a great deal of money for whatever the hell they are. I don't even know. Can't even call them Al Qaeda anymore. And I technically think the proper name is the Unknown Terror Network, which of course, kind of boils down to, unknowns. And unknowns, of course, are the X factors. Well, anyway, so I'm going to put this up on YouTube. It's kind of useless, really. Except for, it's technically important because at some point in the future, and I'm not sure how long in the future, but at some point in the future, a lot of this stuff will be undone or redone or something. It'll be like a redo. But anyway, this is Operations Officer Hannah Osborne. Real name Hank William Osborne. Social Security number 286544055. Date of birth August 26, 1953. You get that? Yeah, I can give you all my information. It doesn't matter. I'm a walking corpse right now. I'm a walking dead man or a walking dead woman. I'm literally the walking dead. I'm alive, but just barely. Anyway, besides, I can always get a new identity. Eventually, I always do. Over the course of time. Lengthy time. We're not talking about tens of years or hundreds of years. We're talking about thousands of years. I've always assumed a new identity in time. It takes a toll on you, but you have to do it. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I look kind of nasty, don't I? Look ugly. goddamn ugly. I don't know. Ugh, I should get my hair cut or something, kind of trim. I'd like to get some red in it. But anyway, what else do I think of offhand? So anyway, they have access to my DNA records, and that means they can tailor toxins to affect me, usually in combination with other material. It's a cat and mouse game. I have to figure out like when is it happening, where is it happening, and what's the best recourse. Now, I like to mention the Special Air Service because they're such a. Also, the Special Boat Squadron. They're incredibly brave men and women, mostly men, but you can't really rule out women. You never know. Anyway, now the motto for the Special Air Service, the SAS, is "Who dares wins." Now I like that one, but I like the Special Boat Squadron's motto better. If not by stealth and guile, strike that. If not by force of arms, then by stealth and guile. I love that one. Oh, that is so wickedly, like, right on. So anyway. Well, anyway, I'm trying to keep them from firing off a nuke. See what they really, really want to do. This is because it would cause so much, tragedy. What they want to do, and they've tried this once or twice. I saw one of them. They want to launch a missile containing a warhead, a nuclear warhead, into the atmosphere on a clear night. And especially when people are out, so like on July 4th, for instance. And then, and then it goes off. And there's a brilliant flash. Of course, anyone whose, eyes is open, they'll be blind. They'll be just flat out blind, permanently blind mostly. Probably very close to being permanently blind. So there'll be like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of blind people. And of course, the concussive effects, that is, the force of the blast itself may be minimal. I mean, if it's high enough. And the EMP will, of course, be disastrous. So there'll be very little opportunity for the first responders to respond, assuming they're not blind, because they can't communicate because all their radio equipment is fried. I mean, this is the best tactic for the unknowns or Al Qaeda or whatever the fuck they are, nasty motherfuckers. I like to say motherfucker. There is no such thing as a motherfucker. Really, because there's no mothers. There are no mothers. Now you say, why is that? Well, just watch the movie Children of Men and then read between the lines. You figure it out. Anyway, that's the plan. Now that event was on. I think it was on April 13th, the end of Passover. They did try it, but fortunately, my friends. My good friends, my tribe, they stopped it. But the thing is, though, it's not always going to work that way. One of these days they're going to get lucky, and then there'll be a lot of blind people, a lot of dying people, and there ain't much we can do about it except reap the whirlwind, let loose the dogs of war. So I gotta hang up this call, and I gotta call the director. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Doc? Anyway, you think I'm Bugs Bunny? I'm not Bugs Bunny. Anyway, this is Operations Officer, codename Windfall, Seattle, Washington, on June 17th, 2012, and the time is approximately 7:11 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Kiss, kiss, love, love, bang, bang, shoot, shoot.